Hey everyone. So I just wanted to talk about the holidays and how it went. Uh, Surprisingly, I had a really great Christmas. Well, Christmas Eve, I should say, and Christmas, but it was mostly about Christmas Eve because that's when I went out and for the first time, went out to families in from 3, 4 months. No, 4 months. So building up to it, obviously I was nervous. The drive was about 2 hours to get to families, and the first half hour was, I almost wanted to say, turn around, I can't do this. But I ate something and I calmed down a little bit. I made it through the ride. No, the whole time I got in my pocket some L-theanine, and that usually about gives me 5 to 10% less anxiety, or it's all in my head. Either way, I've got it on me, so I felt good about that. Um, So I made it through the drive, no big deal. We stopped at another family member's house to visit for about a half hour. A little weirded out, but not too bad, not too bad. Then it was about another 40-minute drive to the main family's house, which we got there kind of first, which was great because then, you can kind of get used to people trickling in other than being bombarded by 100 people. There was going to be 17 people there, and to me, that was making me nervous. There's kids, it was just going to be loud, and the tight knit dinner, that really freaked me out. But anyway, so we got there, and everything was good. Just, my anxiety would raise a bit, but I managed to keep it down. Everybody started trickling in. Everything was fine. It was nice. They started to have people, after a while, they started to have people come in for dinner. And that's when I started taking my L-theanine. And I waited till the last minute to go sit down for dinner. And that took about everybody like 20 minutes to go get seated and everything. So I took the L-theanine because I just knew I needed to do something. Um, at first, sitting in there was a little strange, but I mean, I started to calm down. I had a good time. I was laughing with people, making jokes. I mean, it was a good time. After that, most of the rest of the day was fine. The worst part was the drive home because at night, all the lights flying around. That was pretty rough. But 2 hours, I made it. No panic attacks. All in all, it's probably one of my best Christmases because I had no idea if I was ever even gonna make it through. But it'll be put down as one to remember. You know, I pushed myself. It turned out great. Some issues, but that day I could say, I think I'm starting to get a little better. I mean, I don't feel like it today, but my diet has been for the last 2 days chicken wings, so I can't say much for my diet. Um, I couldn't eat half the food on Christmas Eve, but I had my own stuff and it worked out fine. Today, this is the day after Christmas. I mean, on Christmas Day was pretty nice. Me and my girlfriend just hung out and watched TV all day. We watched a lot of Christmas movies and went out, and across the way from us is a hotel that has a big Christmas light thing. So we drove through that. Didn't take too long, but no issues for me whatsoever with that. Starting to get used to being in a car again. Still sucks at some points, but I'm hoping that fades. But I was always kind of like that a little bit in some drives, so I know I'll have that a little bit, but hopefully it'll fade more because it can get pretty bad. But today, back to work and everything like that. I just feel bombarded. My brain is just fried. Body's buzzing. I mean, it's all back. I mean, it's there. I don't have as much distraction today, but point being is I can, Stuff's getting better, but it's so up and down. So one day I'll be like, oh, this is getting better. And the next day, like today, it's just like I'm really dizzy. You know, my brain is doing the slow motion blur thing. You know, a lot of issues. There's no way I'm going out today. Uh, I actually drove to the post office on Christmas Eve. I mean, it's only right down the street, not even a mile. But I did, and, you know, that's a good sign. Got gas as well. Kind of proud of these things, so little by little. Today I wouldn't do it. It's all back. But, you know, it's been stressful, so I've had a lot of stress, and I think it's, of course, it's all going to come back for probably the week, but who knows? See how it goes. Hope you guys had a great holiday. You know, even if you weren't feeling well, I hope something good happened out of it. Uh, anyway, I'm going to run. I got to do some work and try to get my head out of this weird space. So have a good one. Take care, guys. Later on.